7, number 9, Joshua Jones. At first base, number 14, Gino Meinstein. Designated hitter, number 23, Nick Valentin. In right field, number 5, Marcel Whitfield. Catching, number 12, Nathan Bryant. At third base, number 6, James Tassone. At short, number 47, Darius Walston. At second, number 0, Bryce Fulmer. And pitching, number 8, Brandon Brewery. The Marlins are coached by Chris Francis. And now introducing your Averett Cougars. At shortstop, number 2, Luke Feaster. At second base, number 1, Nathan McCallowitz. At first base, number 10, Drew Skinner. At third base, number 11, Austin Ford. In left field, number 3, Tyler Lowe. Your designated hitter, number 22, Joshua Gunn. In right field, number 4, Ryan Tony. Catching, number 35, Landon Mitchell. In center field, number 6, Maddox Jordan. And on the mound, number 22, designated hitter today, Joshua Gunn. In his first season, Averett was coached by Billy McLaughlin and assisted by
Welcome to Owen Fulton Field for today's matchup between your Averett University Cougars and the Virginia Wesleyan Marlins, as we are just about getting ready to get set here. Cougars coming into today at 11-14, Virginia Wesleyan at 12-12, and a pivotal moment here in the season for the Cougars as we are into April now, and April means playoff time. You start to think about the seeding and trying to get in, and so Averett's going to have their hands full. My name is Thomas Heaney III, pleased to bring this one to you guys here at home. Or if you're rewatching back at home, welcome. Senior day here for the Cougars. We'll be honoring the seniors as the day goes on. On the mound for the Cougars will be Joshua Gunn. Gunn's going to be doing it both here today at the plate and on the mound as the designated hitter for the Cougars. Joshua comes into today 1-4. This will be his 5th start of the season, 13th appearance, and a 4.26 ERA. 25 1/3 innings of work, 16 strikeouts to just 7 walks. So these Marlins are going to have their hands full today. And so the Cougars coming into today tied with the Marlins in the playoff seeding for the last and final spot. That number 8 spot. The Cougars made the playoffs last year for the first time in their program history for the ODAC, but it's going to be tough to get in this year. It's very tight. You still have to worry about Guilford. At the same time, Averett tied for that number 8 spot, but just one game back of Bridgewater for that 5 slot as well. So a lot of ball game left here in the season, and so everything up for grabs right now. I mean, even hosting a playoff series is not completely out of the picture for this Cougars team that was picked dead last in the ODAC preseason poll. But the Cougars are not unfamiliar with being doubted. They were doubted last year, and they made the playoffs and pushed Bridgewater to the brink in a 3-game series. But see how they can do it this year. Joshua Gunn on the mound here today, and again, a huge game as the Cougars can jump to a game up on Virginia Wesleyan and own the season series in that tiebreaker. So here we go. First batter coming up here. So we'll see if Joshua Gunn can put up a 0 here in the top of the first. First pitch of the game is up for ball 1, and we're underway. As the Marlins desperately need this one. We talked about it coming into today. Tied with the Cougars for the 8th seed, as that one's in there for a strike. Dozier leading us off here, coming into today batting .279 on the season. And he fouls that one back 1-2. And so Gunn ahead on Dozier here, 1-2. And here comes, off speed is popped up towards shallow right. Coming in is the senior, Ryan Toney, to make the catch. And there's one down. So Ryan Toney, one of the seniors that Averett celebrating here today. Getting the start out there in right field and making the catch. And Toney, a senior out of Virginia, gets the first out. So one down here. And we'll send up Jones, the center fielder. And Gunn gets the inside corner there. And now this one's going to be hit towards third, coming in and getting it, but it's foul. And so it'll be strike number 2 to Jones. 1-2 now. Ford trying to come over the catch it on the run and throw him out at first. Definitely probably would have had him, but ball goes foul. So Gunn once again ahead in the count here, 1-2 to the first 2 hitters of the game. Here it comes, and it's swung on and missed for strike 3. So Joshua Gunn gets his first strikeout here of the day, and there's 2 gone. So Mindshine will step in here, the first baseman. Best hitter in the Marlins lineup here. He's batting .423 on the season. Takes for ball 1. Mindshine leading the team in home runs, batting average, and RBIs. Has more walks than strikeouts this season, which is always a sign that you're having a good year. Nice hop over there at third to Ford. Throw to first in time, and Gunn gets a 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the first. Cougars coming to bat here at Owen Fulton Field when we return. And welcome back, everybody, to Owen Fulton Field. Once again, my name is Thomas Heaney III, as the Cougars and the Marlins squaring off here. Take a look at the lineup here for the Cougars. We'll start it off with Luke Keister, Nathan McAllowitz, Drew Skinner, Austin Ford, Tyler Lowe, Joshua Gunn, Ryan Toney out there in right, Landon Mitchell behind the plate, and Maddox Jordan batting 9th in center field. So started off here with Keister. So Keister getting us going here in the bottom of the first after Gunn worked a beautiful 1-2-3 inning, just smooth. As Keister now, batting .278 on the season, will come up. 14 RBIs for the Shenandoah transfer, and boy was he a great find in the offseason for first-year head coach Billy McLaughlin. Keister has come in and brought leadership, and great glove out there at short as takes down for ball 2. Brandon Drury on the mound for Virginia Wesleyan, coming in at 2-3, making his 8th start of the season. 36 innings pitched so far, as Keister takes in their first strike, and it's 1-2, or 2-1 rather. 3.25 ERA on the season for Drury. 19 strikeouts. And Keister takes there for a strike. Knotted up at 2-2. Waiting on deck, Nathan McAllowitz. Nominated for Sophomore of the Year, McAllowitz on deck. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Keister takes low. That's 3-2. And so a big chance here for the Cougars to get the leadoff man on here at the bottom of the first. Drury's got to find the zone quick. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Averett's leadoff hitter. And Keister takes inside for ball 4. And so Averett does get the leadoff walk. Send up Nathan McAllowitz here. Chance for Nathan to potentially sacrifice bunt. We'll see. He's going to take a look at Coach McLaughlin and take a quick look at his belt. That's where the signals are. See how the infield plays this for Virginia Wesleyan. To Sohn at third, playing about even with the bag. And quick throw over at first. And Keister's back in safe. Virginia Wesleyan has really struggled on the road this season. Just 1-7 on the year. 11-5 up in Virginia Beach. As another pickoff attempt, as this one's close, but Keister's back in safe. So Keister keeping that modest lead, shorten it up just a little bit here. And he is going to square to bunt, and McAllowitz pops it up. It's going to hit the ground first, though. Throw it to first in time. And so sacrifice bunt there for Nathan McAllowitz, a productive out. And playing small ball right there. McAllowitz having a great season this year. You take a look at some of his stats on the year. I mean, Everett's number 2 hitter, batting .324. But then also doing the little things right there, just as putting down a sacrifice bunt. Setting up the 3-hitter here, Drew Skinner, for an RBI chance. So nice work there by McAllowitz. Skinner now with a runner at second base and 1 out. And Skinner will take an off-speed pitch there for a strike. Keister leads off second. Drury comes set and delivers. A high fastball there. Waiting on deck is Austin Ford, Averett's cleanup hitter, number 11, the Cougars. Ball and strike, and Skinner fouls this one back. Keister, 2 stolen bases on the year. He's been caught twice. Can't imagine he'd be trying to swipe third here. Ball and 2 strikes. And Skinner takes down for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Averett's number 3 hitter. And Skinner lines this one right back up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit. Keister rounds third. He's heading towards home. And it's an RBI single for Drew Skinner. And Averett has struck first here on the Saturday afternoon here on Senior Day. Small ball right there to a perfection as you see Keister with a leadoff walk. McAllowitz sacrifices him over, setting up the big boy Drew Skinner for a big hit, and he delivers right there. And so now Averett leads by 1. Skinner at first, and Ford up at the plate. And Ford takes low for ball 1, and a good start here in the bottom of the first for the Cougars. Good start in the first inning overall as Joshua Gunn came in there and delivered a 1-2-3 inning. And so Averett trying to establish some position here early on in this game as Drury way outside, ball 2. We just mentioned it, but Marlins have just really struggled on the road this year, that 1-7 record, and trying to flip the script here. They dropped the first game yesterday, 7-1. Now Drury's going to step off, but Marlins came into this series with a 1-game lead over Averett in the playoff standings. Averett was the last team out, Marlins the last team in. And this is a huge series. This is one of those series that you're going to look back on in about a month. The playoffs start in 27 days. Pickoff attempt here. Oh, it hits the umpire. That one probably saved Virginia Wesleyan from an advancement. But playoffs start in 27 days, May 1st, and this is one of those series that you're definitely going to look back on. And for Virginia Wesleyan, it could be a matter of splitting and getting in the playoffs or getting swept here and being the last team out. I mean, that's what it's looking like right now. And so we'll have to see how it plays out. Ford hits this one to center. Jones ranges back, makes the catch. And there's 2 down. That's the seriousness of this series. And so for Averett to try to sweep this here at home today would be huge down the stretch. You'd own the tiebreaker, the head-to-head tiebreaker over the Marlins. And you'd also move to a full game up in the standings. So Ford's retired, and now here comes Tyler Lowe. Lowe with a runner at first base here. Skinner fakes the stolen base and heads back. Drury trying to get out of this here. Waiting on deck is Joshua Gunn, the pitcher / DH here today. As Lowe hits this one towards the hole, it's short. Walston makes the play, throws to first. It's not going to be nearly in time. And it's going to be an infield single here for Ty Lowe. So nice work there by Tyler Lowe to get on base with 2 outs. Set up Josh Gunn here for a chance to help himself out on the mound. Gunn's had a pretty good year at the plate, 5 RBIs and only 19 at-bats in the small sample size that he's gotten. But he's got a chance here if he can drive one into the gap to score 1 and potentially 2. His first pitch is inside for a ball. Ball, no strikes. And Gunn takes a strike from Drury. Waiting on deck is Ryan Toney, the senior. Good season this year. Batting over 300 is now the ball in the dirt and blocked up nicely there by Bryant. And it's 2-1 on deck. As I mentioned, Toney batting .357 on the year. He's got 5 hits and 14 at-bats. And what a senior day moment it could be for him if he comes up here with the bases loaded. Gunn's got to get on first, and he swings and misses for strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 runners on base here for number 22, Josh Gunn. Drury delivers, and he misses high for ball 3, and so now the base runners will get a early head start here. Both runners at first and second will be on the move. And Joshua Gunn looking to help himself out. Drury gets the sign, comes set, takes a look at second. And here comes a 3-2. Gunn hits this one to second. Should be nice and easy for Fulmer. Throws to first in time. And that'll retire the side. Averett does scratch a run on 2 hits. No errors for Virginia Wesleyan. And will send us to the top of the second inning. And your Averett Cougars lead by 1. Top of the second coming up here, and the Cougars with a 1-0 lead. And Joshua Gunn going to put up another 0 here at a low pitch count in that first inning. And so here we go. First pitch. And he's outside, did not check the swing. Nick Valentine will step in here, 279 batting average. This is a Marlins offense that has struggled this season. Team batting average under 250, 245 on the season. As this one's going to be hit to Keister, and it's going to get through his glove and into left field for a base hit. Rounding first and heading towards second is Valentine. And he's going to get in there standing. And it's going to be a double here for Valentine. He'll slide into second base there. And now Virginia Wesleyan has got some motion out there at second base. Averett's going to play for the bunt, and a back pick here. And back in safely. Averett playing the bunt. And no bunt attempt there as the pitch misses outside for ball 1. Valentine double, setting up Marcel Winfield here, the right fielder. So the chance to try to tie this game up, as we talked about. So it's been a pretty rough offense for Wesleyan this year, as that one misses outside. But chance here to get a run. I mean, yesterday, man, Amerson was just terrific. 8 innings pitched, 1 earned run. And Will Green came in for the final frame to close it up. Heading the count here, 2-0. And that one misses outside for ball 3. Hitting on deck is Nathan Bryan. So we'll see if Whitfield swings here. I would imagine the take sign will be on. And it is, and he takes for a strike. Three balls and one strike here to Whitman. And he takes low for ball 4. And so Virginia Wesleyan has the first 2 men on base here in the top of the second. Still nobody out. Nathan Bryant, the catcher, will come in here. 221 batting average, 10 RBIs, and 68 at-bats. Chance here for the catcher to drive in a run. But again, Averett playing the bunt. Skinner way in at first base, anticipating it. The Marlins didn't square in their last at-bat. We'll see if Bryant does it here. And he's going to be swinging away and taking for strike 1. Very interesting. So Bryant here, runners at first and second. Not squaring, swinging, and swinging through it for strike number 2. So Joshua Gunn way ahead in the count here to Bryant, 0-2. Leadoff double by Valentine, and then the walk by Whitman. Here it comes. And this one's going to be hit towards short. Caught by Keister. Throw to second, not in time. But nice play there by Keister at short to get the first out. As that ball was stung off of the bat of Bryan. James Tassone now will step in. 206 batting average, and again 10 RBIs. Pretty balanced attack as far as run score goes for the Marlins. And Tassone will take for a ball. So Marlins still trying to crack through here. Just 1 run scored in the first game. Down 1-2-3 in the first. Had a leadoff double by Valentine. And Gunn finds the strike zone there. 1-1. This one's going to be hit into right field. That's going to get down in front of Tony for a base hit. Rounding third and heading towards home is Valentine. The throw is going to be cut off, and it's an RBI single for the Marlins. So James Tassone steps in and does a job right there. They tie this game up at 1 apiece. Darius Walston will step in now, 176 on the year. First at-bat of the day for him, and he's got a chance to get the Marlins a lead here. 2 hits now in this inning, a double by Valentine, and then the single by Tassone. Tassone on the run, the throw by Mitchell is going to be cut off, and now he's going to get in there safely with a stolen base. Now Gunn really having to work through trouble now. He's got 2 runners in scoring position. The Marlins trying to get a lead. This one's swung on and chopped foul. Nice catch over there at third base by the third base coach. as that one misses. So Gunn, after a very quick first inning, starting to labor here. 2 balls and 1 strike to Walston. Walston takes for ball 3, and it's 3-1 now. And now you start to see Coach McLaughlin down there at first base. First base dugout, rather, starting to have the wheels turn. This pitcher's struggling now, and surely think that if he were to walk Walston here, we'd get a mound visit. Ball's in a strike, and finds it there. Great pitch by Gunn, and it's 3-2. Trying to work out of it here, Joshua Gunn. He's already surrendered 1 run. Trying to hold it right there. 3-2. And this one's going to be lined right up the middle. Base hit. Getting into center field. 1 run will score. The runner's going to round third and head towards home, and he'll also score. It's a 2 RBI single for Walston, his biggest hit of the season. Only 7 hits and 40 at-bats on the year, and that one gets the Marlins 2 quick ones. A 3-2 count. A big moment there. And Walston delivers. So now, Cougars are going to have to roll a double play here. Walston at first base. As that one hits the outside corner for a strike. Averett's bullpen starts to get moving. As a right-hander is up and moving around. As Gunn gets the strike right there, 0-2. Bryce Fulmer up to bat here. It's been a tough season for him so far. 122 batting average, only 5 for his last 41. As that one misses inside. But waiting on deck is Dozier, the leadoff hitter for the Marlins. Fulmer takes first, strike 3. A nice pitch there by Joshua Gunn. That's his second strikeout of the day, and he needed it. And there's 2 gone here. And so it'll bring up Dozier here. Dozier's 0 for 1 back in the first inning, and getting a chance here in the second. It's been a good inning here for the Marlins. 3 runs on 3 hits. Gunn long hold here, and now delivers and finds the strike zone there. And there goes the runner, Dozier. This one's going to be hit towards right field. Ranging back and making the catch is Ryan Toney for the 3rd and final out. But not before Virginia Wesleyan scores 3 on 3 hits. No errors by Averett. Send us to the bottom of the 2nd inning, and Averett's got some work to do. They're down by 2. Averett and Virginia Wesleyan here on this Saturday afternoon here at Owen Fulton Field. The 34th matchup all time between these two schools, dating back to the year I was born, 2001. Averett has won the last 3 games in the series, which is their longest winning streak against the Marlins. So it'll bring up the senior here, Ryan Toney. And Toney, first pitch swinging, hits this one to short. Coming in and bobbling it, can't make the play, is the shortstop for Virginia Wesleyan. And Walston can't do it, and Toney will reach base. It'll bring up Landon Mitchell now, runner at first base. Error charge to the Marlins. Walston at short. This one's going to be hit towards third. Could be a double play. Throw to second in time. Throw to first, and not in time. And so just beating it out there was Mitchell. Send up Maddox Jordan now with the runner at first base and 1 down. So Maddox Jordan, and then the top of the order with Luke Keister. Mitchell virtually no lead at first, and they'll still throw over. Not sure why, but Averett will take it. Never know, that ball might get over. High and tight here to Maddox Jordan for ball 1. And a great breaking ball there by Drury. Makes it 1-1. Another good breaking ball there. That one just missed. Make it 2-1. They were trying to answer back after those 3 runs were scored in the previous half inning by the Marlins. Maybe just trying to get Drury's pitch count up as well. That would help. Jordan swings and fouls this one straight back. 2-2. To Averett's number 9 hitter and the center fielder for the Cougars. Two and 2 here to Jordan, and he takes inside for ball 3, and so a chance here for Keister to come up with a runner in scoring position. If Maddox Jordan is able to reach base, we'll see if he can do it here. 3-2, and Jordan pops this one up. Catcher trying to come over and make the play, and he does. Oh, what a play there by Bryant. And there's 2 down. That is a very tough play. So Bryant makes the catch. 2 down, runner at first base, and we'll flip the lineup back up to Luke Keister. Keister walked in his first at-bat back in the first. And Keister lines this one to right field, landing right in front of the right fielder Whitman. And that's going to get down for a base hit. So Keister's got his first hit of the day. It's first and second here with 2 outs. A big chance here for McAllowitz, who sacrificed himself in his last at-bat. early on in this game, a big moment for Averett's second baseman, McAllowitz, who comes into today batting .324, second on the team in average. McAllowitz steps in against Drury and takes for strike one. What a breakout season it's been for McAllowitz. A chance to add to it here if he's able to get a base hit. And McAllowitz takes outside for ball one. Waiting on deck is Drew Skinner, who has Averett's lone run so far today, an RBI single in the first. Drury gets the sign, takes a look at second, and delivers. McAllowitz fouls it straight back. It's 1-2. Drury's had that breaking ball working here in the second. We'll see if he goes back to it here. 1-2, and he does, and it's just off the plate. A lot of spin on that, the break. It's exceptional from Drury, but McAllowitz wisely lays off. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 runners on here from McAllowitz. And Nathan takes outside for ball 3, and now the runners will be in motion. Waiting on deck is Drew Skinner, hoping for a chance. McAllowitz working out a good AB here. Drury gets the sign. Here comes a big pitch here in the second. 3-2. McAllowitz lays off for ball 4, and the bases are loaded. And a terrific at-bat there by Nathan McAllowitz. His 15th walk of the season, which is 1 more strikeout than walks this year, and that is incredible. So now the bases are loaded, and it'll send up Drew Skinner here with 2 outs, tying run at second base. And Eddie Money as the walk-up song. Gotta love it there by Drew. Drury gonna go from the wind-up here and get it in there first strike. Skinner hits this one towards right, ranging back and making the catch is Whitfield, and that will retire the side. And so the Cougars strand 3 out there, and Drury's able to work out of the jam. Top of the third coming up. The Cougars still trail 3-1. Jack Turner, the new pitcher on the mound for the Cougars. Junior out of New Jersey. Come out here, making his 9th appearance on the season. Jack with 12 innings pitched, 5 walks, and 12 strikeouts. Terrific splits there for Jack as he comes in here down by 2, looking to hold it right here. It's going to bring up Joshua Jones, number 2 hitter here for Virginia Wesleyan. Top of the 3rd, getting set to get underway here. And the first pitch here by Turner will be in there for a strike. Turner delivers some good velocity. Got a pretty good off-speed pitch as well, but a power pitcher. He's going to try to blow you away. As you can see with the strikeout numbers, way up this year. Turner throws this one here. It's going to be hit into right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And so Jones has a leadoff base knock there. And it's the 4th hit of the day here for Virginia Wesleyan. It's going to bring up Mindshine here, the 3 hitter for the Marlins, with Jones at first. Very short lead, but he's still going to go anyways. The throw to second base is not going to be in time. And how about that? Jones was only about a foot or 2 off of the bag at first, and he's able to swipe second base. That's his 12th stolen base of the season. He's only been caught once. So the Marlins now in business again. Runner at second base here. Mindshine at the plate. With a chance to drive in his team lead. 22nd RBI potentially. He's going to play in, but highly, highly doubt that Mindshine's going to bunt here. We'll see. Two balls and no strikes here to Mindshine. Turner comes set and delivers. And Gino pops that one foul. Two balls and 1 strike here. Jones at second. And nobody out here in the top of the 3rd as, sword there. Nice pitch there by Turner. And it's 2-2. That Mindshine playing Star Wars there. Great pitch by Jack. Two balls and 2 strikes to Virginia Wesleyan's most dangerous hitter in the lineup. Mindshine takes in the dirt. Jones is going to try to steal third. The throw. Not in time. Jones is able to get there on the pass ball. So runner at third here. Now Mindshine's job is just to hit a ball into the middle of the infield or in the outfield, and it should easily score Jones with his speed. But a big cut and a swing and a miss, and Turner gets a big strikeout there for the first out. And so Mindshine, who's only struck out 8 times in almost 80 at-bats this year, goes down swinging there to Turner. So that's a big out there by Jack. Keeps the runner at third base here. Still got some work to do. As this one's going to be sky towards right center field. Coming over is Tony. Jordan slides, makes the catch. Jones will tag. It's a sacrifice fly, but it could have been worse as Maddox Jordan had a beautiful play out there at center field. And the Marlins lead now bumps up to 3. It's 4-1. So Whitfield will come in here, the right fielder for the Marlins. So Turner's done a good job here at trying to limit the damage following the Jones single. Jones singled to start the inning off and then stole second, advanced to third on the wild pitch. Then got a strikeout against Mindshine, who's one of the hardest hitters in the conference to strike out. And then the sacrifice fly. What are you going to do about that? So now with 2 outs and nobody on, as this one's going to be hammered towards left field, driving the left fielder back to the warning track at the wall, making the catch. Right at the wall there was Ty Lowe for the 3rd out. And so that'll retire the side. It'll send us to the bottom of the 3rd. Averett Sports Network on Flow College. The Cougars trail 4-1 here at Owen Fulton Field. Ford will lead us off here in the bottom of the 3rd. The Cougars trail by 3 against the Marlins. And Drury in for his 3rd inning of work. Gunn only went 2 innings and surrendered 3 runs. Turner gave up a run in the last inning, and Ford swings through that one for the first strike of the inning. And Austin fouls that one back. 0-2. Good waste pitch there by Drury. Austin Ford, Ty Lowe, and then Joshua Gunn all set to play here in the bottom of the 3rd. The Cougars chase 3 as this one's going to be hit towards deep left field. Going back is Dozier to the wall, and it's off of the wall. Rounding first and heading towards second and sliding in there safely is Austin Ford with leadoff double for the Cougars. So nice work there by Austin, leading it off with a bang, as that one looked like it might get out. So Ty Lowe will step in now, runner at second base. Nobody out, and a chance here for the Cougars, getting their 4th hit of the day. And you just get the feeling here that the Cougars really need that run at second base. Marlon's going to be playing the bunt. Lowe will be swinging away and hitting it into foul ground. Mindshine comes over and takes a look, but it's out of play. Drury trying to work out a trouble here early in the 3rd. And taking for a strike there, 0-2. Ty Lowe, who had that great catch out there in left field, You're inches away from a solo shot for the Marlins. Instead, the ball landed in the glove of Ty Lowe. 0-2 pitch. Lowe swings, hits this one through the hole, base hit. As you saw there, Ford had to freeze at second, so he'll stay at third. It's a single there for Ty Lowe, and the corners now are occupied with nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Bring up Joshua Gunn now. Chance here at a little redemption after being pulled in the second. Coming up here with more runners on base. Ford at third, Lowe at first, and Drury trying to work out of a jam. Throw over to first. Nobody in trouble there as he gets it back in safely. 5 hits now for the Cougars. Gunn squares to bunts, and let's see, was that fouled off or pulled back? I believe he pulled it back, so now it's 1-0. That would be interesting here. Joshua Gunn, potential squeeze bunt attempt. Take a look at Ford and see how far off the bag he's getting at third base. Another pickoff attempt here, back in safely. Gunn squaring again. Now the runner will go. He'll pull it back, and it hits him in the shoulder. It's going to be a hit by pitch. He'll go over to first base, and now the bases are loaded here. Off-speed pitch that didn't break. And now a big moment here for the senior Ryan Toney. And my friend Ryan will come up here. Had the pleasure of playing with him for my first 2 years here at Averett. Terrific guy. Just somebody that I'm glad to call a friend is now. I'll have a mound visit here. The Marlins in trouble. Bases loaded. We'll see if there's a pitching change with Drury. Doesn't look like it. Looks like this one's just going to be a conversation. Toney can bunt as well. He's got good back control, and so that's something that the Marlins are going to have to worry about here. Just saw Gunn square to bunt, try to pull a squeeze. But for the Marlins here, this is a team that has not had a great offensive season. Your offense has given you 4 runs through the first 3 innings. It'd be detrimental to them if they gave it all right back right here. So here we go. Stage is set here on senior day for Ryan Toney. He's got the bases loaded with nobody out. And Toney with a chance to have a signature moment here at Owen Fulton Field, as now Drury will toe the rubber. Drury's going to go from the windup, and Toney will take for ball 1. Mitchell waits on deck. And Toney fouls that one back, 1-1. This is one of those instances for Drury. You need one of the two. You need a strikeout or you need a ground ball. Anything else, not be good. Here comes Toney. He swings. Hits this one to center. It's not that deep. Jones ranges under it. Ford's got decent speed at third. He'll tag, and he'll be in way safe. It's a sacrifice fly there for Ryan Toney, and it cuts the lead in half. Now it's 4-2. So productive out there for Toney. It's first and second now with 1 out, and Mitchell will come up. So Mitchell now first and second here. Toney at first. And takes high for ball one. I think if you're the Marlins, you would definitely take just one run in this inning after loading the bases. A little dumb normally is 1 run is passable, 2 runs is all right, and then 3+ is a disaster. Taking high there for ball 3. It's 3-0. Waiting on deck is the number 9 hitter, Maddox Jordan. And wisely taking there, taking for a strike. 3-1. So now Mitchell will be swinging away, looking for a fastball that he can hit. Drury delivers, and Mitchell does get that fastball, but instead he'll pop it up into foul ground. Mindshine ranges over, makes the catch, and there's 2 down. So missed opportunity there for the Cougars. Had a 3-0 count, and flirting with getting the bases loaded, excuse me. So now here comes Jordan, 0 for 1 so far here today. Trying to flip the lineup to Luke Keister. Jordan hits it right off of the pole behind home plate. 0-2. The ball's 2 strikes here. Runners at first and second here. Maddox Jordan swings and pops this one up towards center field. Jones coming in and making the catch for the final out. Averett does get a run, though. It'll send us to the top of the 4th inning, and we got a good one here. The Marlins lead the Cougars 4-2. And Jack Turner back out there for his 2nd inning of work here to start the top of the 4th. Cougars trail by 2 here in this pivotal early April matchup between the Cougars and the Marlins, 2 teams fighting for that playoff spot. Nathan Bryant will step in here, 1 for 1 with an RBI single back in the 1st. This one's going to be chopped over towards short. Keister decides to play the hop and throw him in time. The first out. It's a nice play over there at short by Luke Keister. And there's one down. And Son now step in. Turner's second inning of work, but he's used to starting. He's got 3 starts under his belt this season, as that one misses. Pretty close pitch there. Two runs on 5 hits for the Cougars, no errors, and for the Marlins, 4 runs on 4 hits and 1 error. Pretty evenly matched game from these 2 evenly matched teams. We talked about it a little bit before, but Averett currently on their longest win streak of this series, 3 straight games against the Marlins, dating back to a couple of years ago. That one's in there for a strike. Two balls and a strike. That one misses low, and now it's 3-1 to Stone. And now Turner looking to find the strike zone here. Here it comes. And he misses inside for ball 4, and so the Marlins have a 1-out base runner. So it's going to bring up Darius Walston with a big hit earlier on in this game with 2 outs. Drive in a couple of runs. Came into today with a 176 batting average. So far here today, 1 for 1 with a couple of ribbies. So Turner now behind in the count 2-0. It's going to call for a mound visit from J.C. Berry. In his second inning of work here, Turner starting to labor just a bit. And at this point in the game, we talked about it, this is a Marlins team that has not been known for their offense this season. Don't want to let them get any more runs than what they already have. They do walk a lot, though. It's one of the things. 111 walks this season for Virginia Wesleyan. Leading the way in that department is Israel Dozier with 23 walks to just 13 strikeouts. So already one walk here in the 4th, and in danger of potentially walking another here. Turner toes the rubber. 2-0 pitch is low for a ball, and now it's 3-0. So now in danger of walking Walston, number 9 hitter waiting on deck. Turner looking to find the strike zone here. 1 out and a runner at first base. And he misses for ball 4, and so now it's first and second with just 1 out. For Walston, it's just his 3rd walk of the season. It's going to send up Bryce Fulmer, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout back in the 2nd inning. 1 out and a runner in scoring position here for the Marlins' number 9 hitter. Turner has surrendered back-to-back walks. Skinner's going to play in on the grass, and Fulmer will take for strike 1. And this is the guy to get right here. Fulmer, as we talked about, has struggled. He's now 1 for his last 42. Or excuse me, 5 for his last 42. Slugging percentage under 150. A chance here to come up in a big spot for the boys, though. He's got a guy at second base here and 1 out. And swinging through that one. Nope, fouled off. So 0-2. Leadoff hitter on deck. It's Dozier. And he'll come up, barring a double play. Turner way ahead in the count here to Wesleyan's number 9 hitter. Nice block there by Mitchell. Bryce Fulmer trying to get back in the at-bat here. It's 1-2. And this one's going to be hit and just foul. Over there at third base. See Keister playing the line too. He probably would have had it, just if it hadn't been for a bit early on the swing there by Fulmer. So still 1-2 here. Turner comes set and delivers and swung on a miss for strike 3. So Turner's got his second strikeout of the day. Now Fulmer 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. So now 2 outs. Still those runners at first and second. And now we'll head back to the leadoff hitter, Dozier. Dozier here, first and second, 2 outs and a 2-run lead for the Marlins. A base hit could extend it to 3. One's going to be chopped over to third. Ford handles, throws to first. Coming off the bag there. Oh, did he hold on to the ball? And he did. Skinner, the former catcher, is able to hold on to it. I'm sure he's used to plays like that. Bottom of the 4th we go, and the Marlins strand 2 runners at first and second. Still 4-2. And we'll be right back on the Averett Sports Network on Flow College. Send up Luke Keister here in the bottom of the 4th. They were trying to chip away. They scored a run in the last inning. Looking to get another one here. They got 1, 2, 3 in the order. Still working against Drury here. As Keister hits this one towards right, and making the catch is Whitfield for the first down. Send up McAllowitz here, who's 0 for 0. He's got a sacrifice bunt, and then he walked in his last at-bat. So putting together quality ABs. First pitch swinging and fouling it back. McAllowitz will be followed by Skinner, and then Austin Ford if either McAllowitz or Skinner is able to reach base. Averett's 134 has been on base at least once, with Luke Keister being 1 for 3, McAllowitz being on base with the walk, Skinner with the base hit back in the first, and Austin Ford, who's also 1 for 2. And McAllowitz takes inside for a ball there. 2-1. McAllowitz, the sophomore second baseman out of North Carolina. Way ahead of the count here, 3-1. Ooh, taking on the outside corner for a strike. That one looked a little bit off, but nonetheless, it'll be 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out here to Nathan McAllowitz. Here it comes. And he swings, pops this one up towards deep center field. Oh, it's ranging back, all the way back, and making the catch is Jones. That ball carried. As McAllowitz sent that one for a ride. That one looked like it was going to be a routine fly ball to center field. Instead, it carried all the way to the wall. Jones is able to make the catch for the second out, though. Send up Drew Skinner here, 2 outs, nobody on, and trying to spark something here for the top of the order of Averett. Drew has found a rhythm here. And quickly ahead here, 2-0. Skinner swinging 2-0 and lining a base hit right back up the middle for a 2-out knock. So nice work there by Skinner, his second hit of the day. As he's 2 for 3, an RBI. And it will bring up Austin Ford here, Averett's third baseman. Ford will be the tying run up the plate. So Drury steps off and takes a look at first. Everett's 6th hit of the day, 2 of them by Skinner. Very short lead at first. And Drury delivers a high fastball. Drury takes a look at first. And another pickoff attempt here. Trying to hold Skinner at first base. Skinner not really leading too far off the bag. Drew's 1 for 1 on stolen base attempts this year, but only 1. And now another take a look, and now the ball's going to come out of the glove of Mindshine. Skinner fakes trying to run to second. So Drury here, very obsessed with Skinner at first base, despite just the 1 stolen base attempt all year. And a very short lead. Ford swings, pops this one up into foul ground. Coming over is Tassone, and he makes the catch for the 3rd and final out here of the 4th inning. And so it'll send us to the top of the 5th. And the Cougars still trail by 2. 4-2 here at Owen Fulton Field. Joshua Jones will lead us off, the center fielder for the Marlins. Here in the top of the 5th inning, Jack Turner back out there for his 3rd inning of work. And the first pitch will be high for ball 1, and the 5th inning is underway. Drury has given the Marlins some good innings of work here, despite giving up that run in the bottom of the 1st. Jones takes for a ball. Jones, 12 stolen bases on the year, leading the team for Virginia Wesleyan. Do not want to put him on with a free pass here. So we'll see if Turner can get back into the zone. And he can. Strike right down the middle. Nice pitch there by Jack. It's 2-1. The last time that Jones was able to reach base was a single and stole second. Reached 3rd on a wild pitch and then scored on a sacrifice fly. And so that's how quickly it can happen. Jones swings and hits a nice easy hop over to Keister at short. Throws to 1st in time. And there's 1 down. I'll bring up Gino Mindshine here, the 3-hitter for the Marlins. Mindshine 0 for 2 with a strikeout. It's been an uncharacteristically bad day for him so far. Somebody that doesn't strike out often and then also puts the ball in play. And coming into today batting over .420. Still looking for his first hit. As Turner falls behind here, 2-0. See how far Turner goes. Averett did not have to use the bullpen that much yesterday. 8 solid innings from Ian Amerson. And just needing that 1 inning from Will Green in the 9th with a comfortable 7-1 lead. And it's really not very stressful pitches for him, so you can imagine maybe he might be available as well. Just have to find out how they go. Gunn only gave Averett 2 innings out of the start, as that one misses outside, 3-1. You still have the senior Michael Pellegrino available here on senior day. Turner looking to find the strike zone here, 3-1. And he misses high for ball 4, and so Virginia Wesleyan has a 1-out base runner. Send up Valentine here, who had a big hit in his last at-bat. Got an RBI single. Mindshine can run a little bit at first base. He's 7 of 8 on stolen base attempts this season. Einstein modest lead at first, jumps off a little bit, not running, and this one by Valentine is going to be swung on and popped up to right field. Ryan Toney right under it, makes the catch. And there's 2 down. So nice work here by Turner, working out of the walk there into the out. Still some work to do, though, as it'll be Whitfield, the right fielder, stepping up here. 0 for 1 with a walk. Einstein, big secondary there, and a big cut and a swing and a miss. Turner looking to get through 3 innings of work with only 1 earned run and 1 hit. 2 walks and 2 strikeouts so far. Native of New Jersey. And take a quick look over at first, but nothing doing. Turner's versatility, too. This is a guy that played first base back when I was playing, and he's also played a lot of right field this year, left field. You can't plug him anywhere. He's a big guy, 6'5". Is now snap throw to first, and not in time. Boy, that was close. Almost had Mindshine at first base. Great throw there by Mitchell behind the plate. So it's going to be 1-1 here. 2 outs. This one in the dirt, and now it's going to be 2-1. Two and one now, 3-1. Marlins looking for a 2-out walk. Turner's already walked 2 so far here today. In danger of walking his 3rd. We'll keep an eye on Mindshine at first. Not running. 3-1 is inside for ball 4. And so the Marlins have 2 base runners on here via the walk. So Nathan Bryant will come up here. 0 for 2 so far, but a big spot. Trying to give the Marlins some insurance. They lead by 2, but a base hit here will extend that lead to 3. 2 walks here in the inning, surrendered by Turner. And Bryant takes inside for a ball, and it's 1-0. And missing high there, 2-0. Turner hasn't struggled with the walks this season. He came into today with 12 innings pitched, only 5 walks, 12 strikeouts. But already 3 walks here in this appearance, and now behind in the count here, 2-0 to Bryant. Here comes, and that one misses inside. Now it's 3-0, and now the Cougars are in danger of potentially walking. The base is loaded here. Turner's got to find the strike zone. Bryant will for surely be taking. Here comes a big 3-0. And Turner gets it in there for a strike. That's exactly what he needed right there. Now Bryant can be free swinging, fastball hunting here. We'll see how aggressive Turner is on his pitch selection. Let's see if he comes in the zone here. Big pitch upcoming, 3-1. And Bryant takes right down the middle for strike 2, and now Jack Turner has battled his way back. The runners will be in motion. It's a big pitch right here in the game. We're in the top of the 5th. Marlins lead by 2. They've got 2 base runners out there. 2 outs in a 3-2 pitch coming here from Turner to Bryant. Runners get a head start. 3-2 is inside for ball 4, and the bases are loaded. So Turner did a good job there making that at bat competitive after falling behind 3-0. Now Coach Barry's going to come out. We'll see if they go to the pen or leave Turner. They will go to the pen. It'll be the right-hander. And so we'll see who's coming out here for the Cougars. This is the biggest spot of the game. Turner exits, 3 walks there in this inning, but a pretty good performance overall for him, coming in and relieving Gunn. He leaves with 3 runners to his name out there on the bases and hoping for a little bit of help for the incoming pitcher. We'll get the number for you in just a second. Looks like it's going to be number 16, which will be Corbin Mickle. I don't believe that's going to be Corbin Mickle. So Mickle's going to come in here. This will be his 11th appearance out of the pen. 6.99 ERA, 2-2 record, 28 innings of work, 7 walks, 16 strikeouts. And it doesn't get much bigger than this. You know, back when I was playing, we had Eric Hansen and former head coach Kenny Fleming would always say that he was the firefighter, the emergency man, if you will. And this is definitely an emergency situation. The bases are juiced in 2 outs, and a lot of the times, too, the stats don't really matter in a situation like this. It's really the eye test and how you do under pressure. And so, obviously, Coach McLaughlin feeling like Mickle is the guy to go to here, cool and composed. Corbin Mickle coming in here and trying to hold this game at 2. Big moment in this game when we return. So here we go. James Tassone here will step in. He's 1 for 1 with a base hit. And it's going to be Corbin Mickle here, tasked with trying to hold this at 2 runs. 3 walks in the inning surrendered by Turner, and Mickle's first pitch to Tassone will be high for ball 1. See what the pitch selection here is for Mickle, falling behind 1-0. The base is loaded. Tassone might be fastball hunting. Here it comes. And it's off of the plate for ball 2. And here we go. It's starting to get a little bit tight down there. 3 walks already in this inning. And now Tassone here, way ahead in the count, 2-0. Mickle's got to find the strike zone right here. And he does, but it's going to be laced into left field. This one is going to get down for extra bases. 1 run is in, 2 runs are in. The runner at first is rounding third and heading towards home. He's going to score easily. The throw's going to head to third. It's a 3-run double for Tassone. And the Marlins have blown it open here. And so fastball hunting indeed, way ahead in the count, knowing that Mickle was going to have to come in. And he got the pitch he liked and drove it to the wall. Fifth hit of the day here for Virginia Wesleyan. Tassone, that's his 4th RBI of the day. And he's 2 for 2. So all 3 runs there charged to Jack Turner. And now first pitch swinging. This one's going to be down the line and foul. That was a late foul call. Definitely looked foul. And so 0-1. So 2 3-run innings right now. The difference in the game. Marlins had a 3-run inning back in the second, and now another 3-run inning here in the fifth. And finding it there, 0-2. Just a tough spot there for Mickle. You know, you fall down 2-0, but bases loaded. You got to throw the ball over the plate. And Marlins getting a good pitch to hit there to Sohn. Just didn't miss it. Oh, and 2. That one misses outside. And swinging through that one for strike 3. And that will retire the side. So 3 outs here. Not before the Marlins get 3 runs, extend their lead to 7-2 as we head into the bottom of the 5th inning. As Mickle gets out of it there, the 3 inherited runners will score. Send us to the bottom of the 5th. Cougars trail by 5 now. Tyler Lowe will step in here for the Cougars now with their largest deficit of the series. It's 5. And trying to scratch back here. Drury back on the mound for his 5th inning of work. He's been excellent. First pitch swinging, and it's lined and caught at third base by who else but Sohn. Had a huge hit in the last inning and now makes the play right there. Boy, it has been his day. And so 1 pitch and 1 out here, and it'll bring up Joshua Gunn. Sohn has just been exceptional in the field and at the plate today. And he comes up big again. As this one's going to be hit to Sohn again. 2 pitches, 2 outs. So Tony up here with 2 outs on 2 pitches. I can almost promise you he will not be swinging at the first pitch. And he will also be trying to not hit it to third base, where Sohn has made the first 2 outs. So Tony will probably be taking here. Drury trying to keep that pitch count low. 2 pitches here. As this is outside for ball 1. Tony swings and hammers this one to center field. Jones goes back and makes the catch. And that'll retire the side. So Drury gets out of it with 4 pitches. Top of the 6th we go, and the Marlins cruising here at Owen Fulton Field on this Saturday afternoon. Top of the 6th we go here at Owen Fulton Field. The Cougars down by 5. Thomasini the third on hand here on Flow College as Virginia Wesleyan coming up to bat. Fulmer will step in here, 0 for 2 with 2 Ks so far. And then we'll flip the lineup back over. Brandon Jury has been exceptional on the bump here today. 5 innings of work and only 2 earned runs. First pitch swinging, it's going to be chopped over to Keister. Throws over to Skinner, and 1 pitch, 1 out. So we've had 4 outs in the last 6 pitches. Just kind of speeding through this one here in the middle part of our game. Dozier will step in. Leadoff hitter for the Marlins, 0 for 3 so far with a walk. And takes for strike 1. Dozier, then Jones, and then Mindshine if he's able to reach. Big cut and a swing and a miss there, 1-2. Dozier still looking for his first hit. We talked about it, 0 for 3 so far coming into today. Second on the team in batting average. Mickle looking for his second strikeout. 1-2 pitch. Dozier swings, pops this one up towards shallow right. Coming in is Ryan Toney to make the catch, and there's 2 down. So Jones will step in here. We've got timeout called. And Jones is going to go over and talk to the third base coach. It's pretty odd with nobody out, with 2 outs and nobody on. I mean, maybe potentially buying some time for the bullpen, having a pretty lengthy conversation over there with the third base coach, but don't really see that. Maybe just trying to throw Mickle off of his rhythm a little bit with 2 quick outs. We're ready to play ball here. Jones steps into the batter's box. 2 outs, nobody on, and the first pitch to the Wesleyan 2 hitters in there for strike. Mickle should be ready to go here to potentially even finish this game. This is a guy that has started before and used to going long innings. Jones swings and fouls it back, and it's 0-2. Averett's going to have 4, 5, and 6 coming up in the order. Or my apologies, it's actually going to be 8-9-1. I don't know what I'm talking about. I think I'm just really excited to see the front of the Cougars lineup, but obviously Toney made the last down, so it'll be 8-9-1. That one misses outside. It's 2-2. It's a big game here for the Marlins. We talked about it in pregame a little bit, but have really struggled on the road. They're 1-7. They've lost 3 games straight to Averett, their longest losing streak against the Cougars in program history. But you can even throw all of that stuff aside. I mean, this is a team that came into the weekend holding the last and final playoff spot, and the Averett Cougars took it away from them yesterday and trying to create some distance as Jones fouls that one back, still 3-2. But a win here for the Cougars would create a situation where Averett could tie Virginia Wesleyan, and they would still have position over them because they will have won the season series. A split here would go to another tiebreaker, and just don't know what that looks like as that one misses low for ball 4, and so now Jones, dangerous base runner, reaches first with 2-out walk. Also bring up the most dangerous hitter in the order. Here's Mindshine. So keep a close eye on Jones. Jones in his last time at first base had a ridiculously small lead and then stole second. Not going. Mindshine first pitch swinging is popped foul. But the importance of this series here on this Easter weekend is huge for both teams. And you take a look at some of the teams too, like Guilford College, right? I mean, they're sitting right behind Virginia Wesleyan right now. And they're over at first base. Not going to be not going to be in time there. But major playoff implications here. The playoffs on May 1st. It's April 4th. Games like this here, these weekend conference games are huge. Mindshine pops that one foul. It's 0-2. But even if Averett's not able to come back here and make a 5-run or 6-run comeback, still getting the split, hanging in there. This is a team that nobody expected to be in playoff contention for this season. Picked dead last in the ODAC preseason poll. Lost a ton of talent in the offseason due to graduation. Guys like Kevin Ziske, Nolan McCabe, as this one's going to be hit towards short. Caught by Keister. Throw to first. Good stretch there by Skinner to retire the side. And so the Cougars do get out of it. It'll send us to the bottom of the 6th. And they're looking to get back into this game, claw their way back. It's 7-2, but still plenty of ball game left. Don't go anywhere. Mitchell leading us off here in the bottom of the 6th. Cougars are down to their last 12 outs. Need to make up 5 runs, and Mitchell will start us off here. Mitchell, Jordan, and then the top of the order with Luke Keister. And Drury still out there. First pitch of the bottom of the 6th for him is in there for a strike. Mitchell swings, hits this one straight at right field and caught by Winfield for the first out. So Drury's really keeping his pitch count out, right? I mean, he's got 3 outs and 4 pitches in the last inning, and now a couple of pitches into the 6th inning, he's already got an out. And so Averett's trying to extend the at-bats here. Maddox Jordan, number 9 hitter, stepping in. And he takes a breaking ball for a strike. And you can just tell when a guy's dealing. That's exactly what Drury's doing right here. He's got everything going for him here. All of his off-speed pitches and locating the fastball really well as well. Another breaking ball and foul back on 2. Drury looking for the punch out. And instead, this one's going to be lined to Stone at third. What a play. Throw to first, and he got him. Stone again with a beautiful play at third base. And there's 2 down. I'll tell you what, there was a question about who the player of the game is for the Marlins. To put that to bed right now, it's Stone. He's got 4 RBIs in this game, a couple of knocks, and has just played an exceptional third base. So Averett's hoping that the top of the order here will change their fortunes. 2 outs, nobody on. Keister first pitch swinging. This one's going to be hit over towards second. Fulmer handles, throws to first in time. And 6 straight outs by Drury on the mound. Top of the 7th we go, and Averett's offense has been sputtering here as of late. Top of the 7th, Cougars trail by 5. Top of the 7th underway here as first pitch is fouled back. Valentine will step in for the Marlins. There's Mickle in there for another inning of work. As this one's going to be hit towards second base. Michalowicz plays the hop and it goes over his head and into right field. So the Marlins have the leadoff man on. So it's going to be error on Michalowicz. First one of the game here for the Cougars. That's a tough play there for Nathan. You know, you think about that kind of hop. And just probably should have charged it a little bit, but still kind of in that no man's land. You charge it too heavily and then you overrun it. It's probably why I never played the middle infield. I was first base and pitcher only for the most part. Leave that to the guys up the middle. One in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Got a lot of respect for those guys up the middle as a pitcher. You know, you think about trying to roll those double plays. It's not easy. 0-2, and that one misses outside. That one fouled back, 1-2. Runner at first here with nobody out. 1-2 pitch, and what a jump there by the runner at first. It's going to be popped up towards shallow center, though. Maddox Jordan's going to have to run a long ways. He can't find it. It falls down, but the runner goes back to first. What a disaster for the Marlins there. Maddox Jordan couldn't find it. It was hit way up in the air. He's playing deep. That is one of the weirdest plays you'll ever see. The runner ran all the way to second base, and then everybody was telling him, run back, run back. And he only ran all the way back, and the ball hit the ground. Anyway, that's a weird out number 1 here in the top of the 7th. Averett will take it any which way they can get it right now. That is a tough play for the runner at first base. Obviously, you probably want to go halfway. But again, if it's a pop-up, you don't really know where it is. I mean, he could come up firing, and then you're doubled up at first. So that's a tough play with where the ball was located. Maddox Jordan plays a deep center field. A lot of that's due to his speed. I mean, he can get to virtually any ball in the outfield, but that one just a little bit too shallow. Big lead at first. Take a look over and back in safely. Snap throw to first and back in safely. Ball and 2 strikes here. And a swing and a miss for strike number 3. So Mickle gets his second strikeout here of the day. It's the second out of the 7th. 2 gone, runner at first. And the Marlins here in danger of going down here. Got number 6, James Tassone, now stepping in, third baseman. What a day it's been for him. He's 2 for 2. He's got 4 RBIs. And pickoff attempts here at first. He's been on base all 3 plate appearances today. Walked. A single and a double. Everett's had a hard time getting him out here today. Waiting on deck is number 47, Walston. Zone chops this one to Keister. He's going to have to launch this one across the diamond, and he does for the 3rd out. And so stretch time here in Danville. Cougars trail 7-2, and some work to do with the bats. Got to wake them up. But let's stretch here, and we'll be right back. And the 7th inning stretch brought to you by Soulja Boy. 7-2, the Cougars trail in this one at Owen Fulton Field. Got some work to do, and it'll start here with the number 2 hitter, Nathan McAllowitz. So McAllowitz will be looking to try to get the Cougars bats going here. They've been quiet for the past few innings. Only 2 runs in the game. They scored once in the first, once in the 3rd, but since then, it's been pretty dormant. So McAllowitz, Skinner, and Ford all set to plate here for Averett as the first pitch by Drury's in there for a strike. And the bottom of the 7th is underway. A Virginia Wesleyan team that has struggled to score runs this year has scratched up 7 As McAllowitz swings and fouls that one away, 0-2. But Tassone at third base has been responsible for 4 out of the 7 earned runs for Virginia Wesleyan. McAllowitz 0-2, and he takes down low for ball 1. McAllowitz, Skinner, and Ford are going to try to get something going here for the Cougars in the 7th. And nice take there by McAllowitz, 2-2. So McAllowitz looking to come up big like Bryce Harper. Big Phillies fan. McAllowitz is, as he chops this one over towards the pitcher's mound with his speed. It's going to be tough. McAllowitz runs towards first, and he's in there with an infield single. So McAllowitz coming up big there and getting on base like Bryce Harper. See, I mentioned the Phillies, and he comes up clutch. That hurts me as a Mets fan, but you know what? Whatever gets the job done. So McAllowitz is on with an infield single. And it'll bring up Drew Skinner. McAllowitz, good speed at first base. And Drew Skinner, who's already got an RBI single in this one, coming up to bat. McAllowitz extends his lead at first, and now a throw over. And back in safely. McAllowitz only attempting stolen bases this year, too. He's got 1 stolen base. He's been caught once. Not running, and that one outside. You know, obviously with the lead being the way it is for the Marlins, you probably don't want to risk stealing a bag here. That run doesn't mean too much. It's more about the accumulation. And right now, Skinner trying to add to the runners on base. Ducks to the pond. Skinner takes high for ball 2. And now it's 2-0. So now runner at first base here with nobody out. And a 2-0 count coming here to Skinner. Drewer comes set and delivers. Skinner takes on the outside corner for strike 1. That was close. So that was a big pitch there by Drury. The outside corner, very close. If we were in the MLB, there might have been a helmet tap and a challenge. Don't have that here in college. 2 balls and strikes. Skinner sits on that breaking ball, but pops it up to shallow center. In comes Jones, the shortstop, coming over and making the catches, Walston. And there's 1 down. Bring up Austin Ford now with a runner at first base. Ford is 1 for 3 so far here today. And a pickoff attempt here at first, and sliding back in safely is McAllowitz. Drury comes set. Here comes the pitch, and it's a beautiful breaking ball in there for strike 1. Nice work there by Drury. He's really had that off-speed pitch working here today. When you're able to throw it for a strike early in the counts, it can change the whole complexion of an at-bat and get the batter guessing, and they call that pitching backwards. As this one's going to be roped through the hole for a base hit. And so now Averett's starting to cook something up here. It's first and second with 1 down. And Ford with his second hit of the day. Bring up Ty Lowe here, coming up. Runner at first and second, 1 out. Drury's pitch count's got to be getting up there. He's had a couple of really quick innings, but still, we're getting deep here into the 7th. Averett's down to their last 8 outs, and here comes the manager for Virginia Wesleyan. We'll see if it's going to be a pitching change. Might be just trying to buy some time here for the bullpen. Drury still just one pitch away from getting out of this if he's able to roll a double play. But we will see. Doesn't look like he's going to come out. So Tylo steps in here, down by 5 runs, but 2 big runners out there. Low 2 for 3 today. And trying to buy some time here for the pen. As home plate umpire will come over, join the conversation. Just kind of hanging around. And still hanging around, having a conversation, and now we'll break it up. It's going to be Tylo here. The runners at first and second and 1 down. Seven hits on the day for the Cougars. The trouble has been hitting with runners in scoring positions. Been the Achilles heel so far. They got more runners in scoring position here. And Tylo stepping in. First pitch here by Drury is a breaking ball that hits the outside corner for a strike. Don't think the Averett dugout liked it that much. Home plate umpire's been giving that outside corner, though. Seen that pretty consistently here. As there's another breaking ball, and again it hits the outside corner, and it's 0-2. Waiting on deck is Joshua Gunn, the DH. So Drury, 2 breaking balls in a row. Let's see where he goes here. Right back to it, and same spot. 1, 2, 3. Goes Tylo there, and so it's strikeout and 2 gone now in the bottom of the 7th.
Now, number 22, Joshua Gunn.
And it's interesting right there. I mean, that's just a typical case of a pitcher just playing to the umpire. I mean, if he's going to give him that outside corner, you're just going to extend out, see how much of that corner you can get. And right there, Drury did a good job of extending that breaking ball off the plate, and he got the call. So now it's first and second with 2 gone. Drury steps off. Josh Gunn steps in. And Averett is in desperate need here of a base hit with runners on. It's been the trouble spot here today. They've got 7 hits, but just 2 runs. And surprise, surprise, there's another breaking ball in there for a strike. So 4 straight breaking balls in there for a strike for Drury. Gunn's 0 for 3 so far. Breaking ball. Gunn fouls it off, and it's 0-2. Gunn looking for his 6th RBI on the season. If he's able to get a base hit. Callowitz at second. Ford at first. Here comes Gunn, swings, chops this one foul down the third baseline. So walk and a hit here in the bottom of the 7th. But Averett right now with 2 outs and the bat in Joshua Gunn's hands. Drury getting the sign, and now we're going to have time called. Looks like that was going to be potentially a pitch clock violation. We've seen that a couple times here this season. As Tassone will step over and have a conversation with Drury on the bump. And now it looks like we're ready to go. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 runners on base here for number 22, Josh Gunn. Here it comes, and he lays off. It's a good pitch, though, on 0-2, trying to get him to chase. So potentially a spot here to maybe climb the ladder with a fastball after numerous breaking balls in a row. See if he goes back to the fastball here. 1-2. Nope. It's going to be up and high for ball number 2. Waiting on deck and hoping for chances. Ryan Toney. He would be next. Gunn looking to battle back in the at-bat here. He's behind 0-2. Now it's 2-2. Gunn sits on the breaking ball to Stone. Boots it at third base. That's going to get through for a hit. Rounding third and heading towards home. It's going to be a play at the plate, but he's going to be in safe. The speed of McAllowitz too much. And Gunn is able to reach base. So Averett gets their third run of the day, and it'll send up Ryan Toney. It'll be interesting to see how they score that. I believe that's going to be an error on Tassone. Nonetheless, 2 outs now. Averett does get a run. So it's going to be an error on Tassone, and Toney will step in here with a big chance for the senior here on senior day. Toney takes the breaking ball for a strike, and it's 0-1. So now Ford at second, Gunn at first, and 2 gone. And Toney was looking for his first hit of the day. Check swing, and they won't even check it first. Drury comes set, pitch count getting up here in the 7th. Good frame behind the plate by Bryant. Not fooling home plate umpire, though. And it's 2-1. Hitters count here for Ryan Toney. And he swings, chops this one down the first base line, but foul. And it's 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes here to Ryan Toney. And Toney swings and laces this one down the line. That's going to be fair for extra bases. 1 run is in. The runner at second is going to be held up at third, but it's an RBI double for the senior Ryan Toney. It's the scuba at second base to boot. It's 7-4 now, Averett, and it's a 3-run game. Ryan Toney coming up big for the boys. That's exactly what they need out of him in right field. Coming in, lacing that one down the line in left field, and driving in a run. Probably wise to hold Gunn at third base there by McLaughlin. Would have been a really close play at home, but probably don't want to risk it. And so I believe we're going to have a pitching change coming out here. That's going to be the end of Drury's day. It's pretty good overall. Some ups and some downs, but 4 earned runs to his name, or actually 3 because of the error. So his day is done. 7-4. Averett chipping away, and they'll have the tying run coming up to bat when we return. New pitcher on the mound here for Virginia Wesleyan. It'll be number 26, Will Payne, making his 5th appearance out of the pen. 8 innings of work so far, 8 walks to 4 strikeouts. So he's struggled a little bit with the strike zone this season, but opponents are only hitting .259 off him, so he'll be tasked with getting a big out here. The tying run stepping up to bat. So it's going to be Landon Mitchell coming up here for the Cougars as the tying run. Chance here for Mitchell to come up big. Landon Mitchell this season, .271 batting average and 13 RBIs. And the first pitch by Payne clips the outside corner for a strike. So Mitchell here, big moment in this game. 2 outs and 2 runners in scoring position. As Payne misses outside, 1-1. Ryan Toney, big hit there. 9th hit of the day for the Cougars. Trying to mount a 5-run comeback. Here comes the pitch. Mitchell swings and hits this one to left field. Dozier took a step back at first, but now settles and makes the catch. That'll retire the side. Averett does scratch a run on the big 2-out hit by Ryan Toney. It's 7-4. Virginia Wesleyan leads. We'll be right back after the break. Top of the 8th here coming up. As the Cougars trail by 4. Mickle back out there for another inning of work as Averett looking to mount a comeback. Thomas the third on hand here on the Averett Sports Network on Flow College as Virginia Wesleyan trying to hold on. Averett looking to come back. 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th for the Cougars, but down to their last 6 outs. Walner now will step in. And the first pitch is a spinner that goes foul. Averett in the next half inning will have the number 9 hitter Maddox Jordan, and then back to the top with Keister and McAllowitz. This one fouled back, 1-2. And that one's got foul. Austin's 1 for 2 so far here today. On deck is Fulmer, who's 0 for 3. And a swing and a miss, strike 3, and so Corbin Mickle gets another strikeout. Good pitching out of the pen by Mickle. That's his third strikeout here, and only 2 2/3 innings of work. Fulmer steps in here 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts and takes outside for a ball. And he takes inside 2-0. Balls and no strikes, and that one clips the outside corner for a strike. 2-1. Mickle trying to get Fulmer out and then having to deal with the top of the Marlins order coming up. One out, 2-1 pitch here as that one hits the outside corner. Fulmer doesn't like it, but that's been called all game long. That outside corner been extended by the home plate umpire, and you got to appreciate the consistency. I mean, you might not like it, but it's been called. 2 balls and 2 strikes here, nobody on for Fulmer. And that one misses outside. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out here. Mickle. Let's foul back. And another 3-2 here. Mickle. This one's going to be chopped in towards the hole. It's going to be a tough play for Keister as he makes a great effort. But too much speed there by Fulmer as he's able to reach base with an infield single. Runner at first base here with 1 out. It's Fulmer at first. And this one's going to be hit towards right field. Tony ranges over, makes the catch, and there's 2 down. So making quick work of the leadoff hitter there.
Now that number 9, Joshua Jones.
And it'll bring up Joshua Jones. Has been on base a couple of times here today. He's got a stolen base and a run scored. And a huge jump there, and Jones should take that. Yep, and he's going to steal second easily. So Fulmer there had an infield single, and now he's at second base via the stolen base. And so Jones in an RBI situation now with 2 down. Chance here for the Marlins to get one of the 2 runs that they lost in the last inning back. Mickle comes set, takes a look at second, and delivers. Jones takes for strike 1. Swung on and missed for strike 2. And now Mickle way ahead in the count here, looking to keep the Marlins at bay right here and keep the lead at just 3. Mickle's had that off-speed pitch working. Let's see if he goes back to it here. A ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Jones swings, lines this one back up the middle, and McAllowitz is there. He's got to hurry, but he's got him in time for the final out. So that ball was laced off the bat of Jones, but Kalowitz helping out and making the big play. Bottom of the 8th we go, and the Cougars still trail 7-4. And number 9 hitter Maddox Jordan stepping up here. Bottom of the 8th we go. The Cougars looking to mount a comeback. They were down 7-2. They got a couple of runs in the last inning. And now they got a shot here. Try to tie this game up. Jordan, first pitch swinging, will hit it into center field. Jones going into the track, but that's not going to get down. Jordan's going to head towards second base, and he'll be in standing with a leadoff double. Exactly what the doctor ordered for the Cougars as Maddox Jordan comes up big. First pitch swinging and drills it into the gap. So now Averett's got something cooking here. Top of the order comes up. Keister stepping in here with a runner in scoring position. Averett down by 3 and down to their last 6 outs. But the tying run waiting on deck in McAllowitz. Jordan's got tons of speed at second. And that one in the dirt for ball 1. And so Averett, again, just trying to chip away here. Will Payne still out there on the bump for the Marlins. Finished the last inning. Payne delivers, and that one's also in the dirt, and it's 2-0. And with the tying run waiting on deck in McAllowitz, the last thing you want to do here is walk Keister. 10 hits now in the game for the Cougars. And looking for more. Payne comes set, takes a look at second, and delivers a 2-0 to Keister. And it's in there for a strike. Big 2-1 pitch here. Keister takes high for ball 3. And just like that, the tying run waiting on deck. And a 3-1 count for Averett's leadoff hitter. And nobody out. Keister got to be very selective here. Way ahead in the count here. 3-1. And that one just hits the inside. Keister kind of shakes his head like, yep. That was a good pitch. A big moment here in this game in the 8th. 3-2 pitch coming. Payne's got to find the strike zone. Here it comes. Keister hits this one back up the middle. He's going to go to third with it and wisely gets the out there at third base. The lead runner is out. Not quite sure why Jordan tried to take third there, but either way, it's going to be the first out of the inning and a great play at pitcher's mound there by Will Payne. Now it's going to be Nathan McAllowitz stepping in here, runner at first base, 1 out, and what a comeback there, no pun intended, by Payne. He's behind in the count 3-1. He's able to get the lead runner out at third. And Keister will head towards first on the fielder's choice. So now Michalowicz will be tasked with trying to get on base. Again, the whole point, just trying to get that tying run to bat. Averett needs one more base runner to do that. As that one inside. Payne sets and delivers. Michalowicz grounds this one over to second. Homer handles, throws to first in time after he bobbled it for a moment. Runner will head towards second base, but Marlins easily will trade the out for the runner advancing. As Eddie Money blares through the speakers here again. Take Me Home Tonight. Probably the best walk-up song on the team, I gotta be honest. Shout out to Drew Skinner, man, as he'll step in here. Runner at second base. Tying run still on deck here, and Will Payne needing one more out to get out of the eighth. And Skinner takes high for ball one. And it's 2-0 here. Payne's got to find the strike zone. Behind the count here to Skinner, 2-0. And it's low for ball three, and so Skinner now will surely be taking. Waiting on deck is Austin Ford. Skinner will have the bat on his shoulders here. And Payne will looking to find the strike zone, and he does. It's 3-1. Three balls and one strike here to Skinner. And he swings and fouls it all the way into the bullpen there of Averett. 3-2. So nice work there again by Payne, fighting back in the at-bat. Was behind on Keister 3-1 and was able to get him out on a fielder's choice. And was behind Skinner 3-0 and looking to get out of it. Skinner looking to reach base. Long hold, here it comes, payoff pitch. It is outside for ball four. And so Averett will get the tying run up here. It's going to be Austin Ford.
Make some noise for the plate now. Austin Ford. No one's a word.
Guys, I got the egg.
Oh, I did too.
So now Ford will come up here. Runners at first and second, two gone. He's the tying run up at the plate. Coming into today, number one in batting average on the team at 348. No homers this season, but also leading the team in RBIs. I'll tell you what, it'd be a great opportunity here for his first home run as a Cougar. Potentially tie this game up. As Ford hits this one back up the middle, but it's caught by Payne again. Will Payne with some PFPs on the mound. And that will retire the side. Top of the ninth coming up. And Averett still trails by 3. Mindshine will step in here. Top of the ninth, here we go. Cougars down by 3. As this one is going to hit Mindshine in the first pitch, and the Marlins are going to have a base runner here early on in the ninth. Valentin will step in now. It's a compelling ODAC matchup. We talked about it earlier in the game, but just to reiterate, Averett came into this Easter weekend series behind Virginia Wesleyan in the standings for that final playoff spot. With the win yesterday, they were able to tie them, but because they won, they have the tiebreaker. As Coach Barry, will come out and have a conversation. But the Marlins are just 3 outs away from splitting the season series against the Cougars, which could be a big deal down the stretch, depending on where these teams finish in the standings. But there is a world where we come back to this game and we say for either side that, it's a big deal that Averett either split the season series or that the Marlins didn't get swept. We'll just have to see as the season plays out. Still less than a month away from game 1 of the first playoff series. So the mound visit is over after the hit by pitch. And the first pitch ball to Valentin. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 1-1. In there for a strike, 1-2. So the mound visit seemingly successful as Mickle comes back with 2 strikes. This game was started by Joshua Gunn. He went 2 innings, and then Turner came in. Turner gave up some runs. Mickle came in to relief, gave up that double, runner goes, and it's fouled back. Gave up the double to Sohn. The third baseman was a 3-run double that really kind of broke this game open. It was 4-2 at the time. And those 3 runs got the lead up to 7-2. Averett got a couple of runs a couple of innings ago, but that's where we stand right now at 7-4. Big lead is that one inside. Make it 3-2. Pickoff attempt here, but nothing doing. And there goes the runner. 3-2 pitches outside for ball 4. And so the Marlins now are in business with the first 2 runners on via the walk. Or walk and hit by pitch, rather. Free passes nonetheless. Whitfield, the right fielder, will step in. And looks like we're probably going to have a pitching change coming out. We'll see. And we are. We'll go to the right-hander. So Mickle's day is done. He leaves 2 runners on base responsible to him. Nobody out here in the top of the 9th. Call the bullpen. And we'll get the number for you here in just a moment. it'll be Cade Saban getting the ball here in the top of the ninth. 2 runners on, nobody out. And a dangerous spot here for the Cougars as they look to try to keep this lead at 3. Whitfield will be the batter. Corners will be playing in, expecting the bunt. And you got to imagine at this point in the game, Whitfield probably will be squaring. And he will, and he'll pull it back. It was a foul ball, no? Yeah, it's a foul ball. Maybe not. I believe it was a wild pitch then, geez. So the ball never made contact with the bat. Wild pitch. He pulled it back in time, and that is not ideal for the Cougars. Second and third now with nobody out. Skinner still respecting the potential squeeze bunt here, but actually the infield playing in, so anything hit hard might get through. That one in there for a strike. So Marlins looking to get some big insurance runs here and try to boost their lead back up to 5. Breaking ball, foul back. Well, 2 strikes here, 2 runners in scoring position. The pitch is on the outside corner for strike 3. So Cade Saban comes in with a big strikeout there, and there's 1 down. So Nathan Bryant will step in, the catcher. Still those 2 runners out there. Averett's infield is in. And anything on the ground, they'll be shooting home. Bryant's first pitch is a big swing and a miss there for strike 1. And how about Cade Saban coming in here and getting some strikes over? And Bryant pops this one up. Could be playable. Behind is Mitchell, and he makes the catch. What a play behind the plate there by Mitchell for the second out. And 2 king-size outs right there for Saban, as now the infields can play back. But of course, here comes Tassoni, as now he'll be looking to put a cherry on top of what has been a huge day for him. He's got 2 hits. He's got 4 out of the 7 runs scored for the Marlins. A base hit here would get him up to 6 RBIs on the day. Saban looking to avoid that happening. Sony takes low for a ball. Saban had the hit by pitch and the walk. Have it first and, or excuse me, Mickle had the hit by pitch and the walk to make it first and second. Runners advanced on a wild pitch, but since then, Cade Saban has been in the zone as that one's in there for a strike. Tassoni swings through that breaking ball, and it's 1-2. So Saban really in the zone right now. He needs 1 more strike to get out of this with no runs, with the runners at second and third and nobody out. Big pitch upcoming here from Saban to Tassoni. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And here it comes. As this one is blooped towards shallow right into foul ground. Skinner tried to make a bid for it, but it lands harmlessly out of play. So we'll do 1-2 all over again here. Saban and Tassoni. 1-2, Saban. This one's going to be hit towards the hole. Keister gets it. He's going to have to fire it across the diamond. He needs a scoop, but he can't get it. As it's going to be an infield hit there for Tassoni. And another RBI for him, and the lead now up to 4. So Tassoni has his 3rd hit of the day, his 5th RBI. It's 8-4 now, Marlins. Tough play there for Keister in the hole. I mean, the speed to Tassoni, and then obviously where the ball was hit. Had to fire it a long way. Skinner had a decent chance on it on the hop, but it's a tough pick for first baseman, and ultimately gets the Marlins a run. So now it's 8-4. Still 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. And there goes Tassoni, as he's just going to go in standing at second. That was a weird looking play there. It's not really defensive indifference. It's an interesting play there. So now another runner in scoring position here for the Marlins. Smallston steps in. Breaking ball almost hits him. It's inside for ball 1. And that one's in there for a strike. 1 and 2. So Saban looking to get out of this one here with just the 1 run scored. Trying to keep Averett alive here going into the bottom half of the 9th. And the pitch is on the inside corner for strike 3. And so Saban gets out of it with just the 1 run. It's now 8-4. Bottom of the 9th coming up. The Cougars need 4 to tie and 5 to win when we return. Tyler Lowe will get us going here. Bottom of the 9th, Cougars is looking for a comeback. It's going to be Will Payne back out there on the mound for the Marlins, looking for the save. And the first pitch to Lowe is outside for ball 1. Bottom of the 9th underway. Cougars are 4 runs down, chasing 4. And in the order here for Averett, it's going to be Lowe, Gunn, and Tony. However, it looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter on deck. Ty hits this one too short, making the play, throwing over to first, and he's got him in time. for the first out here. Pinch hitter coming out here for the Cougars. It's going to be Teddy Hauser. Hauser coming in. This will be his 24th at-bat of the season, 6th time he's appeared. Teddy has a home run and 4 RBIs on the year. And he'll be looking to get on base, try to keep this inning going here for the Cougars. As Payne, breaking ball is fouled back. Hauser swings, hits this one over to the first baseman, and there's 2 down. And so Averett now trying to get a miracle going. Ryan Toney will step in. Had a big hit in his last at-bat. Had that double down the left field line that went all the way down to the wall. And now he'll be tasked with trying to keep this game going. 2 down, nobody on for Averett, and down by 4 runs in this pivotal ODAC matchup between 2 teams that are just kind of racing with each other, trying to get that last seed in the ODAC playoff. Averett had the advantage yesterday, but today, so far, it's been all Virginia Wesleyan trying to knot the season series up and also snap a 3-game losing streak to the Cougars. The longest losing streak in program history, it's Averett. But 1 more out away from taking back the number 8 seed in the playoff as Toney takes for ball 2. Another pinch hitter on deck for the Cougars. Get the name for you here in just a moment. Payne comes set, 2-0 pitch here to Toney, and he chops this one to third, and who else? Tassone throws to first in time, and that'll do it. Virginia Wesleyan gets the win over Averett here today, 8-4, behind 5 RBIs from their third baseman, Tassone. And that'll do it here for the Cougars. They drop this one and drop back to the number 9 seed in the ODAC playoff. Next time the Cougars will be out here will be Tuesday. They'll be taking on Roanoke, a team that's receiving votes in the top 25, and then doesn't get easier next weekend. They're going to have at Lynchburg, who's number 2 in the country right now in the rankings. And so a couple of big series coming up here for the Cougars as they split the season series with Virginia Wesleyan and the series here today. 8-4 is our final score. For Thomas Heaney and everyone at the Averett Sports Network on Flow College, we'll say so long, and we'll see you on the next one.